broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Woo! Hello, Hearties! Yay! We are back. Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV.
Yes.
One calls the Heart After Show. We're very super excited.
Yes, we are.
We are so excited.
So excited.
So happy to have you.
We're doing the episode Heart of a Hero.
Yes.
Lots of heroes in this episode.
Yes, there was.
I'm your host.
Lots of heroes.
I'm your host, Marisa Serafini. Joining me, I have...
Hi, I'm Maria Provenzano. You can find me at Maria Provenzano on Twitter, and all my information will be there.
All information, girl.
Yes,
I'm
will.
James Lott Jr. And you can follow me on Twitter at Black Hope LA. It's BLAK Hope LA and James Lott Jr. everywhere else.
There you go. And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
That's right.
Heart of a Hero. Everyone was tweeting at us all this past week.
Yes, they were.
You guys are fantastic. I love every single thing.
Every single thing. I love the hearty love.
Hearty love.
Hearty
Yes.
love
is
all around.
Completely.
real, you guys. Hashtag hearty love.
Yes.
Real quickly, what were your thoughts, Maria?
You know what? It was all about heroes in this episode, and this episode I loved because it showed how you can be a hero in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? So that was sort of like the overriding theme for me, and I was very happy with how things went down. So we'll talk about that. But let's just say I was happy that the bad guys were caught.
Yes.
For me, it was all about coming together. Cody, Abigail, Frank, Abigail, Lee, Rosemary. It was a whole thing of just like a lot of coming together. Mm-hmm. You know, whether it's family, relationship, whether it's just a lot of coming together. That's my initial.
United front.
It's community. Like Elizabeth
Yes.
says in the first voiceover, spirit of love and community. That is, encompassing Hope Valley. I love it when we'll get to it.
Yes.
But real quick, Lee and Rosemary.
Oh, I know.
So there's an accident at the sawmill.
Ooh, I know.
Ooh, and a cable snapped. It is not pretty. Winch cable, which, if you guys don't know what a winch cable is, that's a metal cable that looks painful just looking at it.
Oof.
And knowing that snapped and hit Lee. But what do you think of Rosemary in this situation? Because she goes running literally to Lee's side. He's bedridden.
I think it was just classic Rosemary. You know what I mean? She's all like huffy puffy and freaking out and just trying to be as helpful as she possibly can because you know her, she wants to fix everything. So, but I think that, like we talked about last time, kind of seeing her colors, we see a lot of range in her character lately.
Ooh, yes, this episode.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was kind of like, for me, that was, I guess what we said last time, it's like where you're seeing the good parts of her when instead of the over the top dramatic, things like that.
No, that's very true. Because this episode especially, there was that moment when she was talking to him when he was asleep that I almost got a tear in my eye because it was just like she was really coming. She was like she was stripped down, like you were just saying.
She was
Maria.
genuine.
She was genuine. She was just like, you can't do this to me. Like I'm totally hooked on you. Basically, it's like you're my man. She didn't say that, of course, but that's what she was kind of saying. In her speech, and I love that. It was like it showed that she was human. But I did like when she walked in, when Faith walked. She walked in, and Faith was there.
She was like,
Don't look at her face.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Nurse, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I want a doctor.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Nurse Faith for a quick second. So Nurse Faith from second season.
Yes.
That
from
Jack
Hamilton.
met up with, in the hospital when they were in Hamilton. Oh, let's not go to Hamilton. That was bad memories for everybody. But
Yes.
Nurse Faith comes into the photo because she is now the nurse that's taking care of Lee during this. Did you think that do you really think, to all you guys, do you think that Nurse Faith is still going to play a role in this season? That she's going to cause more conflict between Jack and Elizabeth?
Well, we saw this little spoiler for next week.
Oh my goodness.
That there's something. Like,
I have a
that's the thing.
prediction for that, actually.
Okay.
But Nurse Faith, what do we think of her reintroduction into this episode?
The problem is, like, I like her. Like, I think she's adorable and she has such a likable personality.
It's hard to dislike her.
I so badly want to dislike her. But I mean, she comes in, she's sweet, she seems authentic. So I'm like, if she is playing a game, she's like, she totally is fooling me too. So
Fooling all of us.
all of us.
Well, the fans in here are talking like I like the part where how she handled Rosemary.
Yeah.
So smart.
It was very smart.
Blocking Rosemary out of the door.
Jennifer Ray goes, Rosie is cray cray. That is hilarious.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but I love that. But I love it when it came back together, and she was like, I'm really sorry that I played that trick on you with the balance because I kind of deserved it. I mean, like it was like a real adult moment.
Adult moment. Because she has many
right, exactly.
moments that are not adult moments.
Exactly.
I liked how right out the gate, because Jack, of course, is the one that is the first face that she comes across in Hope Valley. Very convenient.
Yeah.
But I liked how she right off the bat says, "I hope we're friends. I'm engaged. Do we believe this?"
Well,
That's what I'm just gonna
Do we
say.
believe this,
believe
though?
it?
Well, she was upset later on when Jack walked up to her, and she's like, "It's something personal. I just don't talk about it." I'm thinking she was engaged, or something was happening.
Breaking up.
Yes.
Issues. She needs a friend like Jack to lean on. No, we can't have this. What do you think of Elizabeth? Elizabeth and Nurse
They met.
Faith, they met at Yost Mercantile.
They met.
I loved Elizabeth's facial reactions, like, "Oh, you're engaged!
Yeah.
Congratulations!"
She was, like, also happy.
She was equally as happy about that engagement as we at the audience were.
And in true Elizabeth,
Look at-
in true Elizabeth fashion, she was very classy about the whole thing. Like at the end, like, yes, I hope we can get along and be friends and whatever.
Because when they walked up, and I was like, wait a minute, they don't know each other. I'm like, and they're staying. I'm like, so I was like, what's going to happen? And then it was like, she said the names. Like, okay, good. They're going to acknowledge that they're in the same space together. And I like the way it happened. Kind of, it's like, okay, I'm kind of watching you a little bit, but I'm not going to feel super threatened.
Can you imagine like the butterflies in your stomach?
I know.
I like had them for her because
I was like, hashtag awkward.
yeah.
But, okay, so do you think Elizabeth is still threatened? Because when we see her and Jack in the kitchen at her house, it's like, I need something a little bit more to convince
I was scared.
me.
I was scared of that when she said that. I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh,
I was like, wow.
sexy.
Maybe
I
a
was.
ring. Wouldn't that be a little bit more convincing?
True.
Can we please see that?
As
in
of
the
right
future?
now?
Jack.
Yeah, as of right now, I'll just take a make-out session.
Yeah, exactly. We need more of those. Hello, we need
I
more
don't
of those.
know. I mean, I want a ring so bad because, like, even when she said, when Faith said to Jack, "Yes, I'm engaged," and she said, "Is Elizabeth here?" He goes, "Yes." She goes, "Oh, so are you engaged?" And he said, basically, obviously no, but he's like, we're taking our time, and I'm like, okay, so there's like, I feel like there's something else that we need to dig out of Jack or something, like, because I feel like, do you feel like Elizabeth is ready for that, or is it equal?
I think it's equal.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I think it's equal.
I think they're both taking their time, because we even saw it in the 2-hour special.
Yes.
They're like, enjoy the time we take.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to take their time. I mean, if they took 12 episodes to kiss for the first time, they're going to take another 24 episodes to actually get engaged. So,
And Cody was, what a buzzkill.
I know.
what a
I
buzzkill!
know,
I was
so
like,
funny.
Cody, perfect timing or not.
But many of the Hearties in here are saying that they feel that their face is just going to be a minor speed bump, and that may encourage Jack to go serious with Elizabeth. That's what they're thinking. She might be the catalyst.
I still have a prediction about Nurse
Okay.
Faith. I really do, yes.
I cannot wait to hear the prediction.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to hold it off.
Okay.
So
funny.
and like Nurse Faith is back in the photo for now, picture.
Yes.
But
Photo, it's old school.
But
Photo.
yeah, it is.
Go off photos.
It's
Okay,
1910, you guys.
It is.
It really is. All right, so Abigail played a big part in this episode. She's just like encompasses everybody. Her and Faith. What do we think? Not Faith. I'm sorry. Frank. All these names.
Yes.
Frank. I liked those two together, especially after we get Frank's resolve and his conflict got kind of resolved last episode, and now they're actually spending some time together playing darts.
I was gonna say I just looked at my notes and I thought it was pretty funny that she kind of owned him in the dart.
Oh, totally owned it.
But she's like, I didn't tell you I never played before.
I
didn't say.
I had forgotten how to hold it.
Yes, exactly. I love that. It was cute. It was really cute to show them have a little interplay, just kind of where it wasn't super serious, but they're getting to know each other a little bit, because that whole episode before were really serious. So it's like now we can actually see them be just like two adults having a date, so to speak.
Exactly.
Definitely a date. And I love even how before that Elizabeth was trying to help her, to pick out the dress and whatnot.
Oh, yes.
Is this a date or a funeral?
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was amazing.
I love when they have those moments together because they're best friends, basically.
Yeah.
And I love showing the good. I love on this show, they equally show the guys' friendships and the girls' friendships. They show both. Because Jack and Lee always talk, and even Jack and Bill are getting really close, kind of.
Oh yeah, bromance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They seem to really lately have that.
There's a lot of romances going on in this.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But
I like that.
It's totally great.
And then the girls. I mean, they're showing you that's because Abigail and Elizabeth kind of get a little giddy around each other and they have fun together because they have some serious stuff happening. It's like it's good to see them.
They're best friends.
Yes.
Which is just kind of it's funny. Side tangent. If you guys look on Erin Krakow's Instagram, she does a lot of dove smashes and whatnot.
Really? Oh, okay.
Her and Lori Loughlin did a video where they're singing "Wicked." And
I've not seen
they're dubbing best friends. It's amazing. Go check it out.
Everybody, check it out, Hearties.
Go.
Check it out.
I am going to check that out the second we are done with this.
Yes.
I am like a theater geek, crazy.
Well,
and I'll just tell you,
panel.
it's everything.
Oh,
okay.
I can't wait. Okay,
They're all
sorry.
Jack and Lee, the best romance.
But after the fun date, we get Abigail. She's still questioning whether she should still be with Frank at the end. But we do get a nice conversation between those two. It's like, hey, do you want to stick around and find out more? It's like, oh.
Well, she's been through a lot, like she said.
has.
And especially with Bill, they brought up Bill. And especially when Bill was like, you need to stay away from him. And all, when he started getting jumping, I was like, wait a minute. But I don't think they're leaning towards them two together. I don't think so.
I think it just shows that there's still something there with, and I mean maybe with both of them, but definitely for Bill because he's so protective of her.
Yes.
But I think that also showed a really good side of Frank too because he was kind of like, I see your point instead of like being like, who are you to tell me this? Like he was just like, I understand, and like kind of took a step back.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's just really funny when he started getting really huffy and puffy about it. I was like, wait a minute, don't try to get them together again.
No.
But I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
It's more of the control thing.
Abigail and Bill?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either because I like her and Frank more.
I think they're really. It was just great because she should be nervous a little bit. I mean, why not? She's been through
he
so
has
much.
a history. It's very warranted.
Yeah.
The whole community. What do we think of? So they have Garrison Gang is a big, still looming issue in this. Let's get to them. Because during their Bill and Abigail's conversation, and Bill's trying to be protective, a rock gets thrown through the window. Hello, scary.
Yeah, that was scary. Matt Landry written
Matt
on it.
Landry on the rock. So Matt's still a problem.
Yeah.
They warrant a community get together, and I love the men stepping up.
All the men. That's right.
And they were mad too. They were just like,
Right.
they were so protective of their town, which was, I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
What do we think of this Wade Barrett guy?
He was prominent in this episode, wasn't he?
He was. Okay, first of all,
He was everywhere.
he gets introduced to the episode. I'm like, who is this man?
Same here.
Another mysterious, shady dude? I don't know. Could we have enough of them? And then, okay, so I just have to pose this question because I can't be the only person thinking this.
I know it's going to be what I'm thinking.
You ready, Hearties?
Yes. Do you think he was flirting with Elizabeth?
That was going to be my prediction for the next episode. It's because one of my predictions.
What do you guys
I have a
think?
whole bunch of predictions.
What do you guys think?
I think that tweet us or
Yes,
do in the
let
live
us know,
chat.
Hearties,
Let us know.
We got 62 people watching right
Yay,
now.
Hearties!
Getting there.
We're
you guys.
getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah, well, let us know what you think about Wade. But I just
I saw that.
I saw something. So I feel like yes, we're gonna see a little bit more of him.
Well, he was
coming
taking her
up.
picture.
It's like
Doing everything that Jack could be doing.
Yeah, well, Jack
And you
said it.
saw
Jack
it.
said
It's
that
like,
too.
I could have done that.
exactly. So you got a litter protective. Like there's another man in this
Yes.
house. I don't
And-
like it.
And it's interesting that Wade Barrett has the same physicality as Jack.
Kind of, yeah.
Both tall, brunette.
He's kind of like, to me, he's like cross between him and Lee because his hair was kind of, his hair was kind of.
He had like a highlighted section of his hair.
yeah, something like that.
Did have a
But-
You're right.
But I just find it interesting and that their physical characteristics are very similar.
Okay.
And I don't think that was a mistake. That was definitely on purpose. And the fact that literally Wade Barrett is the neighbor, he could be there first before Jack could come to a calling.
And then he's like right under Lee, like working right underneath, and he like so with Lee being hurt, he stepped up to basically run things.
They think they all think that Wade is the mill saboteur. The people are thinking he's the one behind stuff.
Yeah, that was also my prediction.
But there you go. They're all saying it. They're like,
You know
all saying
what?
it.
He was there when the cable snapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. and he was there to conveniently help Elizabeth.
Oh,
He's
red
shady guy,
flags.
shady guy.
A really cute shady guy.
I know.
Well, you know,
I think it's just terrible that we can't trust all the men in the show.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Some we can, actually. Some we can. I take
Well,
that back.
maybe not the women either. We got Faith. Question mark.
Who knows, right?
True.
True.
It could be bad. Who knows? Well, not bad, but like, you know, it could be shady.
It was just very interesting. A guy that we've never seen gets so much screen
He got a
time.
lot of screen time. You know, I was like, wow, well, good for his age.
Let us know, Hearties. Let us know.
What do you think of like industry standards? Like his agent's happy.
But now here's the thing. I had said this last episode, and they totally alluded to it. Jesse, I'm so happy.
Jesse,
I
okay.
told you I've been shipping Jesse and Clara. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
He did, and he did.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. What do you think of Jesse's? Because he's trying to get out of this Garrison
Yes.
gang. You can definitely tell he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And he goes to Clara, of all people, of course, to actually give him warning. Hey, we're coming after Matt.
Right.
James, you're beaming.
I'm like, yes.
You liked it?
I do. I think it was great of him to do that. It was nice that he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, well,
He didn't.
It showed this episode showed his history too. They're like he's had a rough upbringing.
Frank
His
said
parents
that,
died
yep.
when he was young,
Didn't have parents.
and so he's really looked to Frank, and so Frank has a soft spot for him. And when he was speaking with Clara, for me it showed that was her hero moment where she was just like stand up, be a good person. This is your opportunity to not follow them. So that was her hero moment. Then he had his hero moment where he took the shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He took a bullet for Frank, like they said in here. Took a bullet for Frank.
But we really didn't see him afterwards. Like
You do not like him.
I know you're like.
I don't know.
you're just not
I
convinced.
still question him, you guys.
I know you did last night too. You're not convinced. Marissa's not convinced, kid. She is not convinced.
You gotta give me more, Jesse.
She's more. Okay, but you're right. They didn't show him afterwards. Like, why didn't he give us a scene with him? And,
Yeah,
like,
it
Claire or
wasn't
something?
resolved with him.
Or him and Frank. They should have had a scene together.
No, it was
He
just,
is in the hospital.
The Garrison gang. So do you think Nurse Faith is patching him up right now?
Maybe.
Could be something.
Oh, hell.
Okay. But no, yeah, it was kind of cool that when they walked in, it was kind of scary. It was like they walked in and Frank's sitting there at the church.
Okay, first of all, I thought this was like way too convenient. I was like, everyone is literally on watch.
Yes.
You should be watching Frank.
Right.
He's the one that he's after you. Why are you all alone in the church?
Then it worked out, of course.
But of
I thought
course,
the same thing,
at the
too.
end, we realized it was a whole setup. I was like, they
I thought the
got
same
me.
thing too. I was like, that's a little too convenient.
Yeah, I was like, I loved how they all just walked in through
Yes.
every single entrance, and I was like,
Yeah.
no,
Well,
wait.
maybe Frank wasn't supposed to be out.
They need
Maybe-
better security.
yeah.
Oh man.
But it was a great scene where he's like, when he punched him, he's like, okay, you win. Take
Yeah.
it out, and then of course they were waiting for him. They had Bill and
And
Jack.
Bill and Jack at the end. That was a
and
great
Jack
shot.
Had that gun. He had that gun.
Great shot. I was like, hello.
But that
Jack,
and then
good eye.
Yeah, then you have Jack's hero moment where he keeps Bill out of jail basically because he's like,
Ooh,
this,
yeah.
it's not risking your future to just kill someone that you have. I mean, obviously he has that like anger towards him and just so wants to get him. But then Jack was the one to really be like, bring it in. Think about your future. Think about not just now. And that I thought was a great life lesson as well.
Life.
Well,
lesson. Jack
Alice
was
B.
so good.
820 said the leader of the Harrison gang, which his name is Jake, is good looking.
So don't trust any good-looking guys.
But I did
They're all
like,
good-looking.
But what's funny is, like you said, going on what Maria was saying, because he went and saw Lucy Benson. The
Lucy,
daughter.
yes.
The daughter. She went and saw her.
I predicted that the daughter was going to come on the show, and she did.
You did. And so they had to talk. So I mean, he told her, I'm going to make sure he pays. I'm going to make sure when I get him, don't worry. So that moment when he's pointing the gun at him, he's like, I won't miss this time. I was like, don't do it, don't do it, do it, no, don't do it, don't do it. I went back and forth like, well, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. I was going back and forth.
But I'm glad the Garrison gang now has the correct justice. That's definitely
I love the little cage thing that they put them in. And
totally. And I
They
think
sit there and they're like, okay, I gotta go through town.
Yeah.
Yes.
that shot was enough because to let the audience know that they are literally going to prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're done. We don't have to worry about them.
Yes.
Garrison gang are done.
Yes.
Whew, we can all breathe.
Yes. And Jesse stays in town.
Oh, well, Claire does ask Jesse, and was like, hey, you can stay here. If Frank can do it, so can you.
Yes.
So, is Jesse going to stick around?
I mean, he
should.
took the bullet and I think kind of proved himself, that he's there and he's...
She's not ready.
Marissa's not ready.
She's more.
Don't trust him, guys. I don't.
But then that very nice moment when Bill went to Lucy and they were, basically he told her, I did it. Like, we were good. And for me, I was just like, I was a whole sob story when it came to like her, because she said that her mom had been the same since her dad got killed. I mean, I lost it. And then he starts to walk away and she's like, pray with me. I was like, oh, I know it's fine.
The simple headstone,
it,
like simple
makes me tear
cross.
up.
It's like simple, just like, and she goes, yeah, she was never the same after she saw him get killed. She was just never the same. And now Lucy has no parents. She's like a grown orphan. So
felt like she should move into town.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I think she should move in with Bill, and Bill takes care of her.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, like a father-daughter thing.
Well, like I predicted, Frank was going to be a part of that because we thought that Frank might have been part of that original case.
Right, yeah.
But we actually find out that Bill was the good friend.
Yeah, Bill was the friend.
With Carl.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense if Bill would take over.
Yeah.
Ownership or
like that.
taking care of, because an 18-year-old can't be by herself.
Not back then, especially.
No.
Not today either.
I can't even be by myself.
She seems so sweet.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
And you can definitely tell there was a potential father-daughter relationship that could be all the Hearties could love.
And that would endear Bill even more to the Hearties too, especially because of, like, then you see another side to him where he's like, it's again another surrogate family like we have with Abigail and Cody.
Yes. So if Lucy moves to Hope Valley and Bill stays in Hope Valley, then we can just see them together.
Yeah.
There.
Well, Bill said
Hope Valley's becoming a big town.
I think it's gonna be a big
There we
town.
go.
It's gonna be a big town at some point.
Well, speaking of that, what about Bill and his, business thing
And
that he's kind of he's
Dottie
asking
started
questions.
that. Dottie started that.
Interesting.
Asking questions.
And he said, this time, I'm not, because this truly told me I should not be a Mountie, because he's ready to kill somebody. Like, it's like, I don't think I should do that anymore. And he's just like, I'm going to think about this. I have some ideas, and I'm going to think about it. And I was like, good for him.
Yeah, what do you think this business, quote unquote, would be? Private investigation?
I don't know, because when he
He's
talks,
hanging up his Mountie hat. I don't
well, he
believe this.
talks to Wade at the end, towards the end, and they're talking about how there's like all these problems happening with Lee's business at the mill, and he's like, well, like that's not. I feel like I see some light bulbs go off.
Well,
in
he
his
went
mind.
to investigate it, so.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That
He's gonna
investigation.
investigate. Okay.
Let's get into the investigation.
He went there at the end. He went there and he was like, he was looking
You see
at
the cable where the cable
Yeah.
snapped underneath
Yeah.
because the delivery truck, delivery vehicle van back then, horse and buggy,
Yeah,
whatever
I
you
know,
call
right.
it, it snapped. And then it was like something on the pipes. I don't know the horse and buggy
I don't know.
anatomy. The pipe, the piston. I don't know what you call it.
No, I don't think they have pistons.
Something probably not, maybe too industrial for them back then. But there's the grease on it. Something, it's been tampered with.
It's been tampered with. Yeah.
So do we think that it's this Wade Barrett dude?
They think it is. Somebody over here think it is.
Yeah.
Maybe Wade Barrett wants to take over Lee's company.
Maybe.
Because it's very convenient that Lee goes down, he's injured, and Wade Barrett's the one that takes it. It's like, I got this, boss, no worries.
And moving in on Elizabeth. This should be interesting.
Don't trust Wade Barrett, you guys.
Oh.
Well, everybody's saying they think he's going to be an investigator or a PI. That's
Okay.
For Bill?
Yeah, for Bill. They're all kind of thinking that's what's going to happen.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, so but
So,
but
more about this investigation later.
Yeah.
There'll be in predictions.
Yes, predictions. But he's looking into it, so he can't stop himself.
No, he can't. It's his Mountie ways.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's his investigation ways.
He
Well,
can't
you
help
know,
it.
he's very much like a control freak. He wants to know what's happening and to be in control of it, like how he is with Abigail. Because, he wants to control her business because he's, now. But he, of course, she has her freedom, but he wants a little bit of that control. Still wants control over her, wants control of the town. He wants a little bit of control. Right?
It seems like he wants a lot of control.
Okay, a lot
Yeah.
of control. Yeah.
They're calling it CSI HV.
Oh.
They're all calling it that.
But
Interesting.
I still
Yeah.
really like his character.
I like his
I
character.
just do. Like he's just
I like
this-
Bill.
Yeah.
He's not quite an anti-hero, but
Exactly.
he's like he will do
He's like
things.
a reluctant hero.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's a better one. Yes, reluctant hero, because he'll do things outside the box where Jack won't. Mm-hmm. Jack's a hero.
And he does say the lines like, you know me, I can't play by the rules.
Exactly.
And I posed quote last after show was like, oh, how dirty is Bill? Really, that we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We'll probably find out. You know, they do. Everybody's dirty laundry on here. They do on this show. But yeah, completely. I like that reluctant hero. I kind of like that. That's a better word. Yeah, better word. I like that.
All right, let's get to Cody. Cody, so
broke
sweet.
Broke my heart.
He breaks everyone's heart, and then he just warms them all back together again. All right, so Cody's having some issues again. It's like, this is the one girl, Anna, in her class,
I know. She's
saying like,
your mom doesn't.
Abigail doesn't love you like my mom loves me.
She's not your real mom.
She's not your real mom.
Kids, like,
Kids are so mean.
They are mean.
Especially in grade school.
Like, and because they don't understand and I love that they point that out, that Elizabeth and Abigail, when they speak later, they're like, she doesn't know the outcome of, like, how really this would dig at somebody. And so it's just so, like, kids are mean.
Kids are.
Yes.
I won't get into it.
They are mean.
Did we just dig some stuff up? Some old memories?
Like maybe. No, the thing about
this is a therapy session. You
exactly.
Guys now.
We're gonna talk it out. No, I just it's funny. This storyline made me cry because it reminded me. I come from fractured families and step families and adopted family, things like that, my family. So it was a great lesson that you can create your family.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that lesson. It just, you may not be biological, but when you live in the same house and you begin to care about each other and you look out for each other, then you have your family.
Yeah. Right. Yes. And to add to that, I'm like, I'll let you Hearties know. And like, I am adopted.
Yeah,
I come from an adopted family. All my siblings are adopted.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to have unconditional love from parents who aren't your biological parents. And it doesn't matter if you're look your parents or if you're related by blood. You, like, whoever you surround yourself with, for friends and family, that is your family. Those are the people who love you.
I love that.
And it doesn't have to be someone who was your biological family.
No, because they can be worse sometimes.
Well, I heard that. But it's crazy watching him as a mom. It breaks my heart thinking of, like, a child growing up, without a parent, and the fact that he has all these people who care about him is so wonderful. It's like a dream of mine to adopt a child one day. That's like, it would one day need to make enough money to be able to do that.
I'll just say it's amazing.
Yes, and so his character, for me, I feel like watching this as a mom, I get frustrated with him because I'm like, don't you see this? Like, don't you see that these people are trying to help you? And but he's a kid and he goes through his moments, and it's like, I feel like I learn by watching Abigail and by watching Elizabeth that they have that true patience that I'm just like, every time I watch, I'm like, God, that's how I need to be a little more patient. Because I feel like I get so frustrated with him. I'm like, don't you see this? But he's a kid.
He's a kid. And, and kids, and some people in here were saying they were kind of frustrated with Cody, too. I think it's a natural kid thing. He went through a lot. His sister's off somewhere else.
Yeah, his sister's still not bad.
He's like, so when Elizabeth did the whole, I like her spelling competition, not spelling bee. I kind of like that. To learn all the words yourself, and that's why this whole thing came about with him, ask somebody to help you. Ask Miss Abigail, and that's when Anna was like, "She's not your mother," and I'm like, just whatever. It was cute, but I have to talk about one thing. There's one thing I have to talk about.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That is the only thing, and I kind of hinted to this last night with the Hearties. When when Elizabeth made the spaghetti.
Oh, yes.
It was ugly. I was like, what is that?
She's not a cook.
But I was like, what's on the plate? I was like,
first of all, I applaud Elizabeth for making spaghetti because, like, I grew up in an Italian family.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I myself can't even make spaghetti, so applaud Elizabeth for. She still tries, as bad as a cook is.
But it just made me laugh. I was like, what is it on their plates? And when he was like, I don't want that. She doesn't mix it together.
It all goes in the same place.
I know. I was like, that's the only
the same.
The only complaint I had was like, the spaghetti didn't look that good. I was like, I kind of don't blame Cody on that.
But I love the case of the giggles moment.
Yes,
that was so sweet.
It was sweet.
But yeah, the giggle. He's like, no, I don't. And it was just released. It was so sweet.
Just a tender moment, right?
Moments of levity.
The things on her nose. I know. I love that.
Because that's still funny for everybody who does that.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about Elizabeth and Cody's conversation, and Cody's still dealing with feeling not loved by Abigail because Abigail's busy in this episode. She's always somewhere else and not with Cody. What do we think of the ugly duckling analogy?
Great analogy.
Amazing.
Great analogy. Perfect.
Well,
I love it because It's funny because I always, I love the caterpillar and butterfly analogy.
yeah,
Kind of
too.
goes with that.
Yep.
You know, I said, just sort of a side note, I asked my son, I'm like, oh, see the caterpillar, like we watched something, I'm like, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly, look how pretty. He's like, I like the caterpillar. So I think that's sort of like the ugly duckling, like seeing the beauty in what is not necessarily the idea of perfect.
And ironically, I was surrounded by ducklings and ducks at the hotel I was staying at in Sacramento this weekend.
Oh, wow.
They were so loud. I was like, shut up, ducks, you're so loud. Then I watched the
Ten minds when calls the heart.
And when I was like, oh, be quiet. But they were actually really pretty ducks.
I thought it,
See, ducks are pretty. Be a swan.
Can't
Because
say it.
that was a whole metaphor. It's like,
Right.
you surround yourself with people who love you.
Yeah.
Be a swan.
Exactly.
No matter if you're a duck.
But I thought it was a great talk. And I said it brought a few tears to my eyes, and then of course when Cody
you're a swan. You found your family. Your family's Miss Abigail. You live in her heart.
Oh, I cried. I had tears.
I think we all were like,
I had tears.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
Our
I
hearty
had
hearts.
tears. Yes.
well, especially when it comes to kids. I mean, I lose it.
You have to be so sensitive.
Yes.
But like
careful.
still caring at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, very
cautionary
careful with
tale.
like your choice of words, and like I said, I admire the patience.
Well, like I said, I just came from, my granddaughter turned 11. I was in Sacramento for her birthday. So I just spent time with my grandkids, and I come back and watch this show, and one of the major storylines is the kid. I was already extra kind of emotional about it. It was kind of emotional about it. But it was great. And the fact that Abigail and Cody came together and said they love each other, it just like...
Oh, yes,
cried.
let's talk
I
about the
cried.
Abigail Cody moment. I think all of us were probably like bawling at the
Yes.
end of this.
Yes.
Why you're so special to me. God put you in my life for a reason. I need you just as much as you need me. And that's why we found each other. You're my real family, Cody.
I
can't even read that because I'm like all emotional.
I literally
right now.
don't think I have the quotes in my notes, and I literally don't think I could actually say it out loud because, like I said, I'm a mom, and I like. It's true. I mean, the people who are so important in your life, like you need them just as much as they need you.
Well, kudos to the writers because that was
yeah.
a great
I have
line.
goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. I got a little teary
goodness.
eyed too myself just now. But that was a great set of lines that he said at the end. It was, and again, and that's so true. I think it's really true that God brought you to me. And that's the whole point. It was your place to me.
It was everything.
I know it.
It was everything literally wrapped in a pretty bow.
Yeah.
Because it was.
Yeah.
Because Cody gets, his certificate of
Yes.
excellence or achievement.
Achievement,
That's
yes.
right.
He
He
got
rips it up.
100%. He got 100%.
But then at the end, that last shot, Abigail
yeah.
kisses him goodnight. It's all taped back together
back
on the
together.
wall.
Did they have tape back then? Is that a terrible question?
That's a good
to
question.
ask?
I don't care if they do.
I mean, maybe glue.
I actually
Probably
thought of
glue.
that too, but I don't care if that was historically inaccurate.
I bet you they had some kind of glue. I mean,
I'm
you
sure,
can,
like,
you can make
adhesive.
glue out of flour and water,
I'm sure they had
and I'm
adhesive.
sure there's
Oh,
some
okay.
kind of adhesive because for like medically, I feel like they have some kind of thing that would keep things together.
I don't know.
I thought about that, the medical
I thought about
thing
that,
with Lee's foot, because Faith says that there was an infection. It was a good thing. So I was actually very curious. I almost wish that they would have gone more into like the period piece of what they could do medically at that time because I was so interested in that. That was one thing I felt like I wish I would have known more.
Here's the thing: is I'm a foreign nurse, so I love watching all this kind of stuff. And
You
so,
were like the most interesting person I think I've ever met in my life.
I've done everything. Trust me. I've been interviewed. It's crazy. No, but the thing is, they talk about Jack talks to Gowan about maybe bringing back the infirmary because they have to go to union. They have to send it for a doctor.
That goes into my predictions.
So okay, but
Yes.
so to knock it up for her. So she's talking about just that basically they have nothing there for them. They have to go for Dr. Burns, who's in Union City. He couldn't make it, so they brought Faith. So.
You know where
I
I'm
just
going with
figured
this.
out
I know.
Marissa's prediction.
Shoot, you guys.
You guys, I'm
But we
freaking
gotta
out
talk- we
right
gotta
now.
talk-
Trying to be so smart
Okay,
here.
okay.
Yes, but we had to bring it up, of course, because that was something big. Because you just brought that up, it was like great because they don't. I was like, yeah, they don't have like a hospital or anything in Hope Valley.
And Hope
Yeah,
Valley
no.
is starting to grow.
Yes.
All these people are coming in.
We'll get there. We'll
Yes.
get there. Okay. Anything
get there.
else about this episode? Things you loved, things you didn't love? I loved it.
I'm like,
I
I'm
know,
trying to
me
think of
too.
anything I didn't love.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, the spaghetti.
They're
yeah,
laughing
but
when
it
I
was
said
so,
that.
yeah.
They're like, James, at least she cooked better than season 1. I'm like, I know, but I do like spaghetti. But other than that, I love this episode. This episode was it was a great, uplifting episode.
And I'm sitting here wanting more. Like, I cannot wait to see what happens this next episode.
The hour goes
like,
by fast.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like at the edge of my seat, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
I agree. So let's get to some news and gossip.
Except for Jesse. Don't agree about Jesse.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, so Lori Loughlin appeared on Home and Family.
She did.
Yes, you did.
And it was just so great because, you know, I love every time she appears on anything. And when
She looks so cute.
She does. She's really cute.
She's adorable.
I know. Christina wasn't there that day.
No, she wasn't. And I actually tried getting into this audience, but I
tried to
couldn't.
get you into this
I
audience,
know.
too. I tried.
Yes.
They might have
Thank
been
you,
all
Maria.
packed with Hearties.
They were.
Yeah.
I got a response saying that was a full
Oh, they were
audience.
full. Yeah.
But so she appeared on Home and Family with them, and she talked about, you know, her daughters, and they're all teenagers now, and they're driving. And one of the biggest main concerns that she has a mother is like when she lets her daughter drive, she's like, no cell phones.
Oh,
no cell phones.
yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
And excuse me, little miss, no cell phones. You took
Oh yeah.
all the Hearties out there on
I
Twitter
shouldn't.
know that Marisa was
did.
driving and she risked her life
I
to
did.
take a picture
Yes.
Of the
would
Glenn
go-
calls
yeah.
the Heart billboard that I
Yes.
found in Ventura Boulevard. So it's
You're so
definitely
funny.
worth it, but it probably
Yes, I'm
wasn't
like,
smart. So don't do
that.
what I do.
Don't do that.
But if
either
it's
way.
for the show, it's for the show and for the love.
Her kids, I mean, they're so beautiful.
Kids are, I mean,
She had her,
beautiful, yeah.
I think this was either the last time or maybe 2 times ago that she was on Home and Family. She had her daughter do like makeup on the show. It was really cute, and her daughter was adorable.
Aw.
So like poised, you know.
Love it.
I loved it.
Love it. And then also, Jack Wagner will be on Home and Family this upcoming week, this Friday.
Oh, so what's that Thursday? Is it
Try to
Thursday or
get you on
Friday?
Zen.
And I'm actually going to that
She's
taping.
I can't make it after work.
So I will be part of that audience. If you guys are there, say hi.
Say hi to her.
And I'll say hi to you. It'll be a really fun experience, and I'll talk about it next show, and I'll just let you know how it went. It'll be really fun. Jack Wagner actually has been here in studio.
Yeah, he's been in studio.
So I met him. He's actually a really cool guy.
Oh, cool.
So I'm excited to go see that and share that experience with you, Hearties.
Yeah,
I
I'm so
have been
jealous.
on the set of Home Family. I talked about this last time. I have been on the set of Home Family when the Hearties were there, and y'all are awesome. Like there are no other fans like the Hardy fans. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm going
That's
to be
true.
part of
Rock
that
stars.
this week.
I'm excited.
It's gonna
I'm
be fun
excited for you.
And then, so Hearties were trending on Twitter.
Yes.
They broke records, man. It was
Yes.
awesome because
Yes.
the last episode that we just did, it was competing against Oscars and the
Oh, yeah.
Downton
Oh, yeah.
Abbey finale, I believe, and
Yeah.
Zombies. But it was, it had thousands and thousands of tweets. It was
Yeah.
trending. It was the.
Can you live tweet too at the same time?
Not that episode.
No, there was a.
But I did this current episode that we
Yeah.
talked about, and you guys are awesome. Love it. So, and
I
then
had
even
to
this
watch
episode.
it. I was watching it like I think I was a half hour behind everybody because by the time I got home, because I DVR'd it,
okay.
and I'm like mid episode, I'm like I can't check Twitter. I can't check Twitter because I didn't want to see what everyone was saying because I had to watch
Okay.
it.
No,
Okay.
I was live tweeting, so you guys were amazing following everybody there. That was fun. And so it was trending, and even Brian Bird had an announcement that it was like one of the highest rated tweeted out shows for the network of Hallmark.
Wow. Everyone was wondering what the Garrison Gang was gonna do.
Oh, I know. And which will leads us into, because we don't know, but
Hallmark Channel just
Is it?
said
Yes.
Hey-o.
93,000 tweets on Sunday.
They're in the
Yes.
chat room.
Yep, they're in the chat. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Hearties.
Hi, Hallmark. We
Yes,
love you.
that's good.
Yes, we do.
love the
Congratulations. That was
You guys are the
amazing.
real deal.
Real deal. We
Yeah.
love it so much.
We do.
To the point where we want season 4.
Yes.
we do.
Yes, Marissa. So what are we telling people to do?
So, all right, for all you Hearties who follow us, who follow the show,
Yes.
it's really fun. You all have been campaigning. Shout out to Clover Girl, who gave me
Yes.
the inspiration over the weekend. We have started a petition for everyone to sign for season 4.
Yes.
Ben Calls the Heart season 4. And we have a fun announcement that executive producer Brian Bird will be on our show. Yes, so we're gonna be,
Very
he's
good.
gonna be here physically in studio. But the reason why is that if you guys sign this petition, and we will send out the links, it's already there. If you sign the petition, we are going to show him live on our show how many signatures there
Yes.
are.
Yes.
Give him visible, tangible evidence
Yes.
that the Hearties are actively pursuing and wanting season 4.
Yes.
So do what you guys do.
Yes.
Share the link everywhere. Apparently, we've already been posted on Facebook and whatnot. You guys are definitely
I already signed it.
Me too. And you 65 people who are watching right now, it's because there's 67 people who are watching right now. Each of you tell like 10 people.
Yes, and then 10 more people.
And then tell 10
more people.
Yes.
The pay for it method.
Yes, but everybody's excited.
As of right now, we have 320 signatures.
Yay! Oh my
So
gosh.
let's just keep building onto that,
doing
and
it.
that was within the last 2 hours.
That's it,
I
yeah.
can't imagine how many signatures we'll
know.
have by the time Brian's actually on our
we
show.
got time.
This show.
Oh, girl's in. Oh, she's in here. Nancy. Her name's Nancy.
What's up,
Kelchin.
Nancy?
Hi, Nancy. Ketchlin.
Yes. There you go. So thank you for the inspiration. Everyone sign this petition. We will all tweet it out individually.
Yes.
And the
Yes,
link will
we
be
will.
also in our show.
Yes.
Check it out. Post it everywhere. Sign it, sign it, sign it, sign it.
Sign it.
Sign it.
That's
Thank
it.
you guys too. I mean,
Season 4.
seriously, hearty love.
And we love Hallmark. We love the show.
Yes.
We
And
really
Downton
do.
Abbey's now over. It ended. The series finale ended.
Doesn't have
so,
competition.
So no competition. Now I got more people to watch, like she did with us, with me. Got me into the show.
You're welcome.
Yes.
All right, so let's get to predictions then.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, sorry.
My like high pitched laugh is squeaks out here.
Yes,
I
predictions.
love it.
Yes.
All right, let's go, because I've been teasing this whole thing, and I
Do
think
it.
you guys
Tell it,
figured
girl.
it out by the time we finish this.
Yes.
Infirmary.
Yes.
They're open. They're eventually going to open up a hospital.
Have to.
Faith is having personal issues, which I think she's going to break up with her fiance. She's going to lean on Jack for friendship. She's going to stay in Hope Valley, and she's going to be working at this infirmary that is now opened up.
That
Boom.
Gowan will probably be ahead of or something. He has to be involved somehow.
Goodness, I'm so glad Gowan wasn't a big part of this.
He had a couple
episode.
scenes that was
He
there,
had like
but,
one.
But I have a feeling he's going to be a part of. That's my prediction. He's going to be a part of somehow part of this. I know he's the mayor and everything, but something's going to be part
So
of it.
he's gotta have a hand in it, right?
I think so.
Okay, what do you guys think? What happens with Wade Barrett?
Well, they're all like.
Well, Bill's gonna find something out, obviously. Like he's gonna dig up something. So I think there's gonna be a red flag, but we're gonna definitely get more information on Wade, and it's either gonna be good or bad. I don't know. We're gonna just have to wait and see. I can't figure out if it's gonna be like what my intuition is telling me. I think you're thinking it's gonna be bad. Part of me thinks that they might twist it a little bit, and we are gonna find something else about Wade. I'm not sure.
That we think it's going to be Wade.
Yeah.
And they're going to lead everything to it, and they won't be
Oh,
him.
no.
Maybe.
So does Wade like Elizabeth, or does Elizabeth like Wade?
Ooh, I don't know.
I think Wade likes Elizabeth.
I think, yeah.
Because Elizabeth likes Jack.
Maybe he has something like bad towards Jack. Maybe they have a history.
I don't know.
You would've seen it. You would've
you
seen
would have
it.
seen it.
You
They
would've
crossed
seen
paths.
Right.
Yeah.
She took care of his brother. I mean, that in Hamilton. I mean, that was the whole thing.
They're going, Wade is evil.
I see that Wade is evil.
See, I'm not the only one who thinks this.
Yeah, there's something there.
I don't know.
Well, we got to dance. We have a
got a
dance.
We have a
dance.
dance.
And so I think I think Faith might pop her little head in at this dance. That's what I'm kind of curious about. But there's a dance. And something's going to happen.
And I think Bill and Dottie are going to date.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah, because we did question. There was some
Yeah.
chemistry between that.
I think they're going to go that direction. I don't think Bill and Abigail. Some people think it is going to happen. I don't think Bill. I think there's just, like you said, residual caring, and that he's just a guy who likes to watch over everything. But I don't think they go in that direction.
Yeah, there was still some tension
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's like it'd be awkward for them two to get back together.
Yeah.
I
I
think
wouldn't
it's
like
more,
it.
he just has his control thing, you know?
Yeah.
You're right.
But I think him and Dottie are going to have some kind of relationship.
Do you think those two would help each other start each other's businesses?
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I
Yeah.
really hope that, well, I mean, going into Hope Valley, becoming more, more
Mainstream.
people are, yeah. That's a good way to say it. Yeah, and I mean, if she starts a dress shop, that's more jobs, more people
Yes.
might be coming into town.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying,
Maybe.
we need a season 4 to build a town, guys.
That's true. Do we want to keep the town small? Or...
Oh, and Brooke Shields. Brooke
she's
Shields
coming
is,
Brooke
Hallmark
Shields
is
is
saying
coming
this.
on.
Brooke
Yeah, she's-
Shields appears, and I am so excited for this.
Oh my goodness.
The last
two
two
shows.
shows of the season as Jack's mom, and she sets everyone straight. That's via Hallmark.
that's Hallmark.
That is straight
Hey-o.
out of Hallmark's mouth.
Thank you,
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
for that.
Ooh, what's that mean then? Ooh.
I am so excited for Brooke Shields because I saw an interview with her, sort of like a behind the scenes thing. She was all dressed up and she's like, she is a no nonsense kind of woman in this.
Okay.
And
Don't mess with her.
Cannot wait till she gets to set straight.
Yeah, me too. She's set straight.
I'm so excited because Brooke Shields is part of, the Hallmark family.
Yes.
Of course, I was watching Flower Shop mystery movies over the weekend, so that's true. I'm really, 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 really excited for Brooke Shields' appearance because she's going to stir the pot with Elizabeth, and that's going to be fun to watch.
So there has to be a season 4 because Brooke Shields will be on season 4. I mean, it has to be season 4.
Well, yeah,
There has to be.
And then hopefully Brooke Shields goes on Home and Family to see.
There you go. It all comes together.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, everyone. All right. That's it. That's all we have.
71 people at the moment. Thank you so
You
much.
Hearties
guys.
are amazing. Rate, comment, subscribe on iTunes. Leave us some love and ratings there. Sign the petition.
Yes, sign it.
Sign the petition.
Sign the petition.
The
You
heart
can
is
find
calling
it
for
on
season
Twitter.
4.
It is
The
calling.
heart is calling for
It is.
season 4.
It is. I like that. It is.
There you go. James, where can everyone keep following you?
You can find me at Black Hope LA on Twitter. I always say Twitter. I always say it that way. Twitter. And James Lott Jr. everywhere else.
There you go.
You can find me at Maria Provenzano on Twitter and FromScratchWithMaria.com, but all the information's on Twitter.
There you go. And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV. You can follow all of us here at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow the petition. Sign it. Love it. Rate it.
Thank you,
and
Hearties. You guys
give
are
us comments
incredible.
there.
We appreciate everything.
Love it so much. Keep tweeting at us. We'll keep tweeting at you. Thanks, Hearties. We'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.